Hey guys, Timmy here, and if you see the title of this video, we're obviously going to be talking about Battlefield Hardline. Now, Battlefield Hardline, the supposedly gameplay trailer was released yesterday, and the trailer is interesting because supposedly it's an older build of the game. It's according to developers, like the developer of the game Visceral Studios, that it's actually a 6-month-old build of the game. Hell, the trailer even says that the game is called Battlefield Omaha when it's actually Battlefield Hardline. And the developers are Visceral Studios, who made Dead Space. So I'm kind of worried for Battlefield Hardline because we had Battlefield 4 this past fall, and it still has some bugs in it. Mostly like the netcode, which the CTE has been fixing with like the higher tick rate. But it's still a lot. It's still just some problems with the game, and a lot of people still have problems. Even like the older gen Xbox 360 and the PS3 consoles, they have so many problems with the game. So why are they pushing out a new Battlefield right now? And I'm kind of worried about it. And the gameplay trailer, it shows off. It's just really interesting, to be honest. I mean, it's interesting because it's not really Battlefield. And one user on the r/Battlefield 4 forums on Reddit actually said that supposedly he talked to EA folks who were not associated with this game, but they knew about this game, and they talked about it. And basically, they remember the problem that Medal of Honor Warfighter had, and how it just didn't sell, and it was just too much of a modern military shooter and nothing really changed. So they're developing this game to appeal to us Battlefield fans to buy it, but it's supposedly not Battlefield. It won't feel like Battlefield, and I kind of agree to that. It doesn't feel like Battlefield. When I think of Battlefield, I think of big open maps. I think of driving my tank across Caspian border. I think of getting in a jet and taking out ground like support or whatever, and just having like these big large scale battles. But police, like, I never thought of that. I never thought of something like Payday or something like that with Battlefield. I don't think it works. It's interesting. I mean, it's really interesting, to be honest. I can't really say much more, but I'm kind of worried about it. I'm not going to be pre-ordering the game. I'm not going to be, hell, you could already pre-order, which is already a kind of a problem. But I mean, there's already like some things, like it showed off like some of the guns, like M16s, like the M16A3 from Battlefield 3, the UMP45. Like, is it what kind of police force uses that? Hell, they even showed an A10, what's called a Warthog, flying through the map and destroying things. I'm pretty sure no police force has an A10 Warthog, and if they do, leave a comment down below and tell me if that's true. But it's really weird because it's trying to be something that it's not. I mean, even they got like these new game modes like Heist, which basically the cops are supposed to stop the criminals from blowing up the bank vault and making off with the money. Rescue, which is supposed to like the SWAT captures hostages or like tries to like rescue hostages. Hotwire, even something I noticed in the trailer, it had licensed cars. It had a Ford Mustang and a Dodge Challenger. So are we having like some kind of racing thing? I mean, supposedly Hotwire is with like these huge maps with high-speed muscle cars and police cruisers, and now another one, Blood Money, which you have to fight over large piles of money to go back to your safe house. This doesn't feel like Battlefield. There's no Battlefield game that I remember having Ford Mustangs and cops with tasers and actually the other thing, the grappling hook. I was gonna say what Battlefield doesn't have the grappling hook is the Battlefield 2 Special Forces DLC, I think, expansion pack had a grappling hook. So there's new things like that, but it just doesn't feel like Battlefield. And I really like that comment that I read before on r/Battlefield saying this is not Battlefield, this is something different. And I agree to that. I know a lot of Battlefield fans are kind of disappointed by this, and so am I. It feels like Battlefield 4 has been pushed aside, and DICE has said that we're still working on Battlefield 4, we're still working on it, and we care about it, but we're helping Visceral with Battlefield Hardline. So I don't know how to feel about this. I want to see some real gameplay on how this plays. I mean, this is supposedly, like I said, a 6-month-old build. I think the CEO or someone at Visceral said this is a really old build, guys. This is at least 6 months old. So seeing maybe what they're doing at E3, I mean June 9th, that's what they're saying, what they're going to do at E3 with this, I mean, it's probably going to be some sort of campaign stuff that's really not going to be that great. But if we can at least get maybe some multiplayer gameplay later on, I think that'll be better. But I don't know, I'm kind of worried about this, guys. I mean, tell me what you think in the comments below about Battlefield Hardline. Are you gonna get it? Are Battlefield fans like me and you, are you excited for this, or are you kind of like worried because it's a new developer, Battlefield 4 is still broken, and is this really the next step for Battlefield, the yearly release? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, favorite, subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll see you guys next time.